It's another beautiful day to be a raider.
You fucking know it.
Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. This little place, down the street, around the corner. Ask Joe. You know Joe. He's the one who holds the fucking sign. He needs a burrito. He needs a beer. He needs a doobie. He needs a dollar. He needs something. Hook that man up, and he'll tell you where to go. He's going to tell you to go down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows, down the alley. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark down that alley, but keep going, because you're going to like when you get to the end. It's a little place we call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. This is Wednesday. This is when we bring you in the show. It's Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday. We got Angry at Trask on. We're going to get into our freaking GOAT bracket. And of course, we got my co-hostess with the mostest, Big L in the house.
What's up, bitches?
We got Angry at Trask on. We're going to get into...
How y'all doing? I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Let y'all see what sexy sound like. Since y'all obviously know what it looked like. Y'all seen it Monday. See, we give you the alpha and omega of sexy. We don't promote. You know, we gonna let you know what sexy look like. We don't have to bring in no, you know, side pieces of ancient fucking pictures of what, you know, used to be. Cause it's here and it's real. We ain't the little motherfucker that got sand kicked in their face 20 years ago.
No.
No, we've been stomping and pimping and taking names from day one. You know, we don't need no motherfucking added effects. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, this Raider reaction.
That's right. Are we keeping it real? And this is the Raider Nation Invasion.
We invading shit.
We want to bring you guys in every Wednesday. And we got interactive segments planned for the rest of the off season. We got interviews planned for basically the rest of the off season on Thursdays. As you guys can throw up your questions, we'll take them. Our guests will take them, and we're gonna work through this bracket together because we're in round 2 now of the Raider Reaction Greatest Raider of All Time tournament. And a couple weeks ago, we had Angria Trask on to help us.
Who'd you say?
Angria. Angry. Not Andrea. See, right now, she has a pen name, and it's Angria Trask. Because, you know, she's a...
What's up, Perry?
She's a...
Or should I say, my main man, Popeye.
Popeye!
What's happening?
VP of Trolldom.
No, the minister. The minister of aggravation. That's what the fuck you are, okay? You have been dubbed the minister of aggravation.
That may require a T-shirt.
I'm telling you. The minister of aggravation.
A special Popeye T-shirt with like a fucking Popeye logo on the front.
Damn
and
right.
Minister of aggravation
Damn
on
right.
the back.
You
like
ain't
it.
going nowhere, motherfucker. The minister of aggravation.
I like it. I like it.
What's up, Lines?
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us
Tommy
on Raider
Beard, what's
Nation
happening?
Invasion Wednesday. Thank you all. Now,
everybody's getting a name. This ministry, this squad right here, everybody's getting a name. The minister of conspiracy, Raider Nation. The minister of aggravation. It's the prime minister right here. The sinister prime minister. All of y'all want to run around the forest and get y'all spirits names. Y'all know where that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can do all that shit. You know, run around the rat cave. Rat man.
So, we've got some hella matchups tonight. We are going to start in the North bracket. We've got the number 1 seed, Jim Otto, facing off against the 8 seed, Greg Townsend. We got the 5 seed, the Ghost, Dave Casper, facing off against the 4 seed, George Blanda. The 6 seed, Bo Jackson, facing off against 3 seed, Gene Upshaw. 7 seed,
y'all
the
don't piss
Judge,
me off.
Lester Hayes, facing off against Marcus Allen, the 2 seed. That's your North bracket.
The primary, I really want to hit this button. I really want to hit it. Nah, because that just be lowering our souls.
Oh, and...
Oh, Ariel, I'm here.
Easy. Hold on. We got you. Hold on. Bear with me. Let me get you connected. Angria, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear her as well, Raider Nation? You should be able to. You usually do. So, but let us know if you can hear her, and we will adjust it. So, Angria, thank you for joining us again on a Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, we've actually been talking about having you back. Yeah. Actually, let me turn down the. Let's turn that down. We don't need any extra battle with the background music while I got a guest on. Good idea. That's why I got you here. He's the brains of the operation.
You don't want that to happen.
Well, Steve, I like to let him think that, you know.
Well, I was going to say, Angria, is Angria watching us?
I don't know. Are you watching us? Listening to you?
I am.
All right.
Yay! Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Don't be no proposals tonight. Let's keep it civil, all right?
I'm hydrated.
Okay.
My thirst is under control.
Okay, all right. Now. I'm trying to, We don't need no lawsuits. Or
No,
anything,
my
man.
thirst.
Come on.
Look, and I don't need to be in your.
All right, did you hear our breakdown for the North? We're going to get into the North bracket. Did you happen to catch that, what our matchups are? Or should we run that through that again right quick for you?
I didn't. I was getting
Okay.
myself some allergy medicine, so I didn't rip my own sinuses out because it's that season.
Ooh, that's no good. That's no good.
What's up, Reg?
So we've got
Lance.
getting into the North bracket. We will start with that in our GOAT tournament. We're in the second round. We worked through the first round over the past few weeks, so we're in the second round. And we've got the number 1 seed, Jim Otto, facing off against 8 seed, Greg Townsend. We've got 5 seed, the Ghost, Dave Casper, facing off against 4 seed, George Blanda. 6 seed, Bo Jackson, facing off against 3 seed, Gene Upshaw. 7 seed, Lester Hayes, facing off against 2 seed, Marcus Allen. Those are some good matchups.
Those are some great matchups.
Quick shout out to my boys at Orlando Raider Nation, my girls too. What's happening? We did it big Saturday. And also to my peoples at Prison City Raider Nation. What's going on?
Absolutely. We appreciate the support from you guys. And I will be rocking my Prison City shirt tomorrow again. Just to show a little love to the group up there. So, Angry, let's get into the first matchup.
Hey, Raymond, you know what's so old school about this? If you look real close, you see that shine, Raymond? It's velour. That's how old school that is. Remember the old golf hats?
I have to say, do you have a velour hat, Angria? Because I have to say I do not have a velour hat.
Them old golf hats and crocus sacks back in the day? Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Hell yeah. See? Oh, we did that. We did that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Leslie, darling, how you doing?
So,
See?
I will let you start off, Angry. Pick a side.
Raymond,
Would you like to argue for Jim Otto or Greg Townsend? The 1 seed against the 8 seed.
I gotta go with the Raiders sack leader, Greg Townsend.
All right. Run with it. Greg Townsend.
Do I need to argue that, really? I mean, he's the sack leader.
Well, he is, but he's going up against 00. Jim Otto.
Going up against 00, but I love Jim Otto. But I just, if we're looking at the best, most impactful Raiders, Greg Townsend was the other half of Howie Long, basically. You just put 5 other guys together and let those 2 line up wherever the hell they feel like it, and then they rush the passer and get past the offensive line and meet at the quarterback and make a wish. That's what they do, and that's what they did, anyways.
You know.
And there's nobody that did it better.
I can't disagree with any of that.
I was about to say.
But it's Jim Otto. I mean, Jim Otto was the anchor for how long of historic teams that won Super Bowls. How many rings does Townsend have?
Townsend has 2.
Greg Townsend had 2, I believe.
Yeah. So
he has 2. And yet, Matt, I mean, I agree with you. I mean,
it's, with ring wise, it's a fair comparison.
And see, I mean, I agree with Matt. I mean, to me, Jim Otto's the greatest center of all time.
He is the greatest center of all time, but he's a center.
He's a legend, but, one of the reasons he's a legend is the mystique of the Raiders. He played for the Raiders during the greatest era of our team's history.
True.
Yeah.
And Greg Townsend played during our most hated
at the beginning
era.
Of the dark era.
Yes.
Yeah. Greg Townsend played when we were the most hated team.
Yeah.
We weren't the most popular. We were the most hated. So, and he played arguably with our most known player, Howie. He played on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So arguably, but see, in his defense again, Greg Townsend is the reason why Howie's known.
True. Throw your votes up there in the comments. Do you got Otto? Do you got Greg Townsend? You can make a strong argument for. I mean, you can make a strong argument for damn near anybody in the second round of our tournament. I mean, they're all these are the 32 of the greatest Raiders of all time. I mean,
well, I mean,
on either side of the bracket here. So
I'm on the fence, so I'm gonna be neutral. But right now, it's looking like
it's a runaway, kind of.
Hey, what's going on, Terry? However, Terry, you've popped up in here like 3 times. So, but
Terry, you had to go get a beer, man. Come on, he's getting beers.
What's up, Miguel? What's happening, Fresno?
He's getting cold beers from the fridge.
But I bet you Miguel also knows about them velour golf hats.
Yeah.
You see, that's that West Coast vibe coming through.
So do we have any votes for Greg Townsend? I'm trying to make a strong argument for
We
Greg.
have 2 for Greg Townsend.
We've got a couple in-house for Greg Townsend, but anybody in the audience?
Oh, come on, guys. Give me a break.
I
He has more sacks than Howie Long. If Howie Long is one of the greatest Raiders of all time, and this guy was better on the field at the time,
Dudes,
he had more sacks.
y'all need to listen to our girl.
I
think there's floating thirst. There's floating thirst from the minister.
We've got to vote for Townsend. Raymond has you've swayed Raymond.
Yep.
He's going with Townsend, but unfortunately, he's the only one that's jumped on board. So unless we get, unfortunately,
well,
I think Townsend's going to lose. Unless we get a strong sway here, really quick for Greg Townsend.
I mean, I'll throw my hat in for Townsend too, but that still makes it like 7-4.
I'm kind of neutral on this one, I'm leaning towards Otto only.
Take our votes out unless they're a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So right now Townsend's losing. Oh, we got Jacob. What's happening, Jacob?
Jacob popped in. He's on the Townsend. He's on the Townsend side.
That's a 7-4.
But it's back with Otto.
Yeah. So I think for time's sake we're gonna have to call it.
We're gonna have to call it. We've tried to hang on for Greg. We tried to hang on, but
you know, hey, Raymond,
close.
Otto was a beast.
Historically, I mean, he's considered one of the greatest.
They were both beasts, but
you know, he was a center, and I could see a strong lean towards Greg Townsend.
We doing good, Jacob. What's happening? Sam, what's happening? You know what? Who's he? Oh no!
Oh snap!
Wait,
let me introduce you to the kitty table, Sam.
Was that the Vikings?
You see, here at Raider Nation, when we have one of you fans pop into our show, that happens to be somebody who's sitting at the glorious kitty table. You see, the kitty tables like the family reunion.
He don't deserve no fucking explanation. They don't. Y'all are 0-4. Y'all done bent over, got ran through.
If you have ever won anything, you are not allowed to speak to the family reunion.
You
sit at the kitty table.
Grown folks are talking. Shut your ass up.
Be seen and not heard.
You can come in here and watch to see what winners talk about. Y'all are 0-4. Get your ass shut down. Shut the fuck down. I'm not going to tell you to shut up. That's what we say to people that have a reason to say something. You ain't got a reason to say a motherfucking word. Shut the fuck up.
That's what you get for coming in Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday. I'm just telling you.
Say something else. And the minister of aggravation.
He's done. He's kitty table.
Shit.
We're moving on. We're wasting no time.
Talking about skull. That's what you put in your motherfucking toothless mouth, you ignorant bitch. You obviously lost direction.
Easy. All right.
We pirates. You fucking.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Angria.
That's okay. You lost me for a minute there.
Bring your ass in here.
Man, it's not every night we get a kitty table participant that shows up in the show, so you just gotta run with it.
See, we prepared.
We don't care if you're still here, you stupid ass, because like we said,
exactly,
we're ignoring you.
Obviously, you used the punishment. Y'all done got the shit kicked out of y'all how many times?
We've acknowledged his stupid ass way too much. Moving on. Dave Casper, the Ghost, 5 seed. Facing off against the 4 seed, George Blanda. Oh my God.
Angria?
You gotta pick between the Ghost and Blanda?
It's Blanda. It's gotta be Blanda.
I think it's gotta be Blanda too.
He was in his 40s. He did every single thing he could do on the field. My dad's favorite player is George Blanda, and that's why he started liking the Raiders when he was a kid, aside from my grandmother making him watch it. George Blanda go out, he scored a touchdown and kicked 2 field goals to win a game. We don't have that man anymore. That man does not exist in the NFL, period. So that guy, he was an Iron Man. He was a legend. He is what every single football player should aspire to be. A man who wants to be on the field doing whatever he needs to do because just for the pure love of the game.
That's how we do that. And I can't argue a single point on that.
No.
Dave Casper's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He is the ghost of the post. He's he's in Raider lore. He's intertwined. He's one of the greatest, but he's not the greatest. And he's no way in hell can you stand him up against George Blanda?
I mean,
historically, the image of a weathered George Blanda leading the team. The guy's in his 40s. He's a quarterback, and he's kicking the damn extra points.
And the thing is, he was a quarterback. Then it's like, okay, we need a kicker, so fuck it, I'll kick.
Yeah, I'll just do whatever I need. I'll just score all the damn points.
Yeah, and then LaMonica gets hurt. You have a backup quarterback, but they say, George, come here. You know the system better.
It's George. I can't. Can anybody say Casper? I didn't see Casper's name at all. I don't think we had any votes for Casper. I mean,
no,
it's Blanda. I mean,
there were no votes for Casper.
It's George Blanda. I mean, dude, when I was growing up.
Oh, Matt came in. George was a Houston Oiler, but George was also an Alpha Raider.
Yeah. He was. I mean, yes, he played on.
But you also have to remember, George went to the Oilers just so he could play till he was 50.
True.
He was trying to be Orlando Cepeda.
Here's something else about George Blanda. He embodies everything that Al Davis wanted for this team. He was the man that was given the second chance. He was the man that came to a team that was needing him and that needed somebody like that. And he was the guy who basically, you look at the face of a franchise and you see this guy who's a second chance guy who's coming back for a comeback, and he does it. He kicks ass the entire time he's there.
Yeah, I agree. Hands down, George Blanda, game over. We're calling that one. Moving on.
What's good, Kenneth? We're going over our greatest Raider
of all time tournament. We're in the second round. We've worked through the first round over the past few weeks. We're in the North bracket, and we are moving on to our 6th seed, Vincent Bo Jackson, against 3 seed, Gene Upshaw. I can't listen. Bo's an athlete and a freak of nature, but he got injured and his career was cut short.
There's no comparison here.
No, there's really not. Gene Upshaw is possibly the greatest Raider of all time, and would you care to make an argument for Bo, Angria?
I would. Just for argument's sake, actually. Bo Jackson was a freak of nature. He's one of the greatest athletes to ever set foot on any sort of field, period. And the man was so powerful that he broke his own hip. He broke his own hip because he was running too hard, too fast, and got hit the wrong angle. That's a man who can break their own bones. I mean, that's ridiculous. If he would have stayed on the field, God knows what he could have done.
Oh, he could have been the greatest Raider of all time.
And that was the thing. If you remember, he really didn't get hit. He stumbled.
Yeah, it was very. I was watching it when it happened. And it was such, because he was like he got him from behind, and he was stepping forward, and he kind of like just jammed his hip down funny, and it just popped.
He stumbled and took a long step.
Yep. And
because he never went down. Then his shit was out of socket, and he jogged off the field.
Yeah, that dude was a freak.
Now, I gotta say this.
He ran out of his own skeleton.
When you're looking at a guy like Bo Jackson stepping on a field and he makes Marcus Allen nervous, that's a guy you want to be afraid of. That's a guy you gotta respect.
He ran out of his own skeleton. That's how powerful that dude was. That's insane if you think about that.
Look, Bo moved Marcus Allen to fullback.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually, Bo Jackson was ranked as a fullback as well.
true. But yeah, I mean, Bo made
In that position.
yeah.
But Marcus Allen was actually classified as a halfback for much more of his career.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, in college, Marcus was Charles White's fullback until Charles White graduated.
I don't care about minor league football.
Dude, I'm an SC honk.
Minor league football. Come
And
on.
Bo Jackson.
You're
was,
asking me to care what the Durham Bulls do? I don't. I only care about professionals. I'm
Well,
sorry.
Bo Jackson went to college as a fullback too, but they had.
No, I don't give a shit what he did in minor league football. I could care less. I care what he does as a professional. I'm sorry. It's my perspective.
What's good, Wesley?
When they get to the combine and they give them a number, I start giving a shit.
Bo would have broken every record and put it in the stratosphere had he not got hurt. However, he got hurt, and
College football is too corrupt for me to care. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's minor league football because the good ones get paid, just like in any other sport.
Exactly. True.
But with that being said, Upshaw's contribution to the team, to the league, to the history of the league, the reason why these bitches get paid is because of, with the help of Donald Fear.
Yeah, he's
Gene Upshaw was
with players organization, the league. This guy has had his hands in the NFL, not just the Raiders. I mean, league wide. I mean, this guy was huge influence in the league. Period.
If he hadn't gone with the Players Association, he would have been the first black front office person with Oakland.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I can't argue with you. I mean, Gene Upshaw is just unparalleled. But I wanted to make an argument for Bo Jackson at least. Some people don't realize how amazing that guy was. He broke a bat over his thigh.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
One of the greatest memories of my childhood was standing at the sideline in Royal Stadium watching Bo Jackson, like 4 freaking feet from me, playing catch with George Brett. I was like 7 or 8 years old, and my freaking jaw was just hanging. I was just like, oh my God, it's Bo fucking Jackson.
That's amazing. It's like watching, like, you know, it's like standing there watching a lion take down a gazelle. You don't see this stuff in nature.
He made this play in the outfield that game that was just absolutely amazing, that no human should have been able to catch. That man ran down and caught it. I only seen that one game in his entire career, but you know, I was like, well, I had to be like, because that was
Instead of-
87. Because I saw him.
Which, the one where he ran down the ball and instead of crashing into the wall,
Yeah,
he
there was a
ran
couple-
up the
yeah,
wall
yeah,
and took like 4 steps on the wall before he came down.
The dude was insane, man.
However-
I want to say it was like 88, so I would have had to have been like 11.
Okay, now this is this, and then we'll just write Upshaw's name. Gene Upshaw, Oakland Raider, 1967 to 1981. His career highlights: 2 Super Bowl championships, 6 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pros, 4 second-team All-Pros, AFL All-Star 1968, 3 first-team AFL All-Stars 67 through 69. Gene Upshaw, who's next?
Yep.
Thank you, Matt Marinovich.
Gene, I'm sorry. Bo was a freakish athlete. Man ran out of his own skeleton, but not
What's going on, George?
Raider of all time. Unfortunately, due to an unfortunate injury, not the greatest Raider of all time.
He's what might have been.
Yeah, oh,
Exactly.
man, what he could have been, Angria. Oh my God, he was by far one of my favorites growing up, because I mean, I was growing up when the Bo shoes were out. Bo nose advertisements were everywhere. You know, it's what you had to have.
The hype was there.
Oh, the hype was insane.
He was the best athlete in 2 cities.
Yeah, he was a freak. You got number 7 seed Lester Hayes, the judge, facing off against the 2 seed
The judge.
Marcus Allen. Now, Marcus, as much as we all love Marcus, and you remember the run against the Redskins, you remember, you know, as much as we all love Marcus, he was one of my favorite players growing up. Him and Jim Plunkett were by far my favorites when I was, they were my childhood heroes, but he finished a Chief.
Yep. He went to the girl farts.
He finished at queef. And
He went to the girl farts.
I went to the girl part. That's terrible.
oh, the insanity that is ensues here, I tell you. Now, Lester Hayes was the epitome of a Raider. The pictures you see of Lester dripped in stickum. The man, how many interceptions, led the league in interceptions. The man had so
Just
many
real
picks
quick.
in the playoffs.
Yes, Jonathan, we'd go anywhere to watch the Raiders play.
Yes. Jonathan, my personal goal is to watch the Raiders play in every single stadium in the NFL. I've checked a large number of those off my list. I have to go back and check some cities off my list again because now said stadiums have been torn down. I have to go back to Minnesota now. As much as I hate that fucking cesspool of a state, I hate crossing that border and going north into Minnesota. It's like my voice starts to change. I talk different. The temperature drops 15 degrees. Everybody's wearing ugly ass purple. They're blowing stupid ass horns. And the whole damn state basically is just, it sucks. I hate Minnesota. Now I gotta go back because they built a new stadium. I went to the Metrodome, that piece of shit, and now I gotta go back to a new stadium with no goddamn banners hanging in it. And listen to you blow your stupid fucking horn and sing your song every time you score a field goal. I've never in my life witnessed an entire stadium, including little old ladies, little kids, people and their wives, standing and breaking into song and singing an entire high school ass sounding song. Score Vikings, we are so great. Because you kicked a fucking field goal. Are you kidding me? You guys are pathetic. You're one of the most pathetic franchises in the history of the league. By far. You will never leave the fucking kiddie table. Ever.
Well, is that how you really feel, Commish?
Yes.
I'm a little
I hate Minnesota with a passion.
He told me to settle down.
I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent there.
That's okay.
Back to Lester Hayes and Marcus Allen.
I was going to say a whole lot of shit about Minnesota, but he covered pretty much all of it.
I say Lester Hayes. My vote is for Lester Hayes. The judge, just a picture of Lester Hayes covered in fucking grass, stuck all over him, stick him, just the dude making picks in the playoffs. He's got Super Bowl rings.
I know Marcus was all of that,
But
this and that.
The Al
He
Davis,
even
whatever
went to
went
SC.
down with him and Al Davis, I think killed Marcus. What do you think, Angria? What do you think?
I have to go with Lester the Molester.
That's right. And he has a better nick. Marcus don't even have a nickname.
No, he doesn't.
And he had sex with OJ's wife.
I read an article today that came out, yesterday, it came out yesterday, and it was about the history of the Raiders and the origin of Stickum. So if you think about it, Jerry Rice wouldn't be who he is today without Lester Hayes.
See?
True. And you know, the funny thing is I hear everybody talk about Stickum. So and so wouldn't be this or that without the Stickum. Do you realize they basically still use Stickum? Have you seen what the receivers do on the sidelines nowadays? They wear hyper sticky gloves that are sticky as fuck already, and they spray the shit out of them with sticky aerosol on the sidelines over and over during the game. So they are freaking tacky as shit. It's clear Stickum. Just because it isn't yellow and they're not putting it on with a freaking wooden stick anymore. It's still Stickum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great catch. No, you just got your arm close to the fucking ball and the ball stuck to you.
Nobody's catching balls with their index finger and their thumb over their head without a little sticky on it.
Yeah. And then one
That's
thing
just
that
like I ain't
about
smoking
Lester
nothing
Hayes-
unless it's a little sticky icky. You can keep that dry shit to yourself.
So you're going with Lester, Angria? You're going with Lester?
I am.
I-
And I wanted to just interject this real quick, too. One thing people forget about Lester Hayes, he's the reason that Stickham's illegal. It wasn't illegal.
What's
for
up, Kevin?
Over 5 years of his career when he busted out 13 interceptions in 1 year and made the Pro Bowl a million times. I can't remember exact numbers, but this guy, he was an innovator. The Raiders were not rule breakers. They were innovators.
Yep, so they had to change the rules to stop us.
What's happening, Jake?
One season without without an interception.
Yeah.
Not one.
No. Throw it up there, Raider Nation. Let's take a final tally.
Dude,
This is last one. This is our last one of the North bracket. Lester Hayes, Marcus Allen. No, we should start right now.
No, Lester did it.
What?
Lester came through. What's up, New Mexico? Back in the house.
Lester, throw him up there.
Oh, Lester, this is Lester landslide. Everybody agrees. Well,
Jacob, we got it, Marcus Allen. See, Marcus Allen, whatever happened, whether it was Al Davis's fault, whether it was Marcus's fault, I don't honestly care. It happened. The divorce happened, regardless who you want to blame it on, and he retired.
And the first thing he did was took his ass to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. So that tarnishes his legacy to me. It completely does. It's not the same. It was like it wasn't as bad as watching Tim Brown as a Buccaneer, but it was really fucking close.
Yeah.
That only happened for 1 year, though.
It was the most painful year of my life, Angria. The most painful year of my life.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite player, the Commish 81. His last year is a Buck. Ugh.
You about to get him to go off on one of them tangents again.
That was painful for me. Like of all teams, the team that got our Super Bowl, the fake ass Pirates, really?
I know. They're just
The Red Pirates?
Well, there are purple Pirates in Minnesota.
Oh, come on.
See, I was a little.
The only thing cool and purple in Minnesota was Prince.
Damn
the rest
right.
Of you fucking suck.
And we got a.
If you're not Prince, then you shouldn't be wearing purple.
We got a treat Saturday too. That was really cool.
You know what?
We got to hear an unreleased track by Prince.
I've a friend. I love Prince, man. I got the what? See, now you're gonna get me totally off on a tangent that shouldn't even go on. But one of the greatest concerts I ever seen personally was second row in the round at the Prince show. Man, it was amazing. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen. By far one of the greatest musicians of all time. That dude, my God. When Eric Clapton is asked who's the greatest guitarist of all time, and he says, I don't know, but you better ask Prince. Then
yeah, because they were interviewing him because the experts said it was Clapton, and Clapton said no, it wasn't.
I don't know. He said I don't know who the greatest guitarist of all time is, but you better ask Prince. 'Cause it sure the fuck ain't me.
Bob, if Marcus Allen's on that bus, I'm gonna pee on him.
Lester Hayes is moving on. You know what? We've got a little time, Angry. Let's jump into. Let's jump into the West.
Oh, we're done with the East?
We're done with the North.
North.
Okay.
Let's go.
So let me give a rundown here because we're into the next round, the third round of the North bracket. So here's what our matchups are that we just created now as we've worked our way down. We've got two matchups left in the North. Jim Otto, the 1 seed, against the 4 seed, George Blanda. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. You got the 3 seed, Gene Upshaw, against the 7 seed, the judge, Lester Hayes.
Oh, that's right.
So that's what's left in your North bracket. Let's jump into the West bracket. If we don't get all the way through it, we'll get as many of them as we can. You got your number 1 seed.
We could run over.
Yeah, I know we could.
mean,
but
because
it's true,
what are we going to do? Release them
we're gonna
to
get
the
fined.
forest?
We're going to get fined.
By who?
I don't know.
Well, fuck it.
I don't know.
Angry, can you hang with us? I mean, there's nothing worth watching that pops up.
There might be like a Real Housewives or something. That's probably what my wife's watching. Some fucking
You
garbage.
watch reruns of football. That's pretty much all there is on.
That's all I
Yeah.
watch. It's pretty much all I watch. I watch NFL Network or
JR, what's going on? JD, what's happening?
nothing. That's pretty much about it. Howie Long, our number 1 seed in the West.
Can we talk about how much we hate Philadelphia again real quick?
Nah, fuck it. They're not.
Fuck Philadelphia, by the way.
We don't care about Philadelphia. They can eat it. We took care of Philadelphia already this week. As we've already impaled them again.
And when you call
they're handled.
And when you call Philadelphia fans shit-eating fucks, they really do eat shit.
Yeah.
Because
We've impaled the voodoo doll again this week already, so we've done our duty, I think, towards Eagles fans this week.
see, look, we start people's mornings off right. Because no, seriously, JR's in Germany.
Yeah, he's in Germany. We got German. We got Germany Black Hole in the house.
That's right.
What's up, Rainer?
Can you send me some of those little voodoo dolls? I'd like to have a couple of those on hand for Sunday.
Yes. They make a whole line of these little suckers.
They go kitty table first.
They are awesome. And I seen it and I'm like, oh, I gotta have an Eagles voodoo doll. Absolutely have to. All right. Howie Long.
You never acknowledged the birthday
Of what?
on Monday.
What birthday?
The Juicer.
The Juicer?
Yeah.
Well, what do you, I'm lost.
No. Steve-O's big brother. Beetle.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Robert. See, we got him in Ohio, too.
Ah, yes, this guy.
See, that's why I mumbled that, because there are people that didn't,
Yeah, they didn't
you know.
get that.
Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah, I was just saying.
All right, number 1 seed, Angria. Howie Long. We talked about him earlier. He was the other side of Greg Townsend.
Yeah.
Against the 8 seed, Rod Martin.
Raymond wants a kitty table. Now, Raymond, we can give you who belongs on the kitty table, but you're gonna have to make your own.
So
It's kind of like that old 80s. Oh, my brother, you gonna have to buy your own.
So, Angry, who do you want to take in this one? Howie Long or Rod Martin?
I don't think there's a question about this. I didn't want Rod Martin to go ahead anyways, so Howie Long, if he doesn't take the whole thing, I'll be surprised, but definitely got to go Howie here.
Rod Martin? 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl?
That's one game.
I know it's 1 game, but it's a goddamn Super Bowl.
It's one game.
Yeah,
That's the light beer commercial version of "We only need 1 pin, Rodney." Oh shit, his name's Rod too.
Yeah. But I gotta say Howie Long too. I mean, I wanted to throw up an argument for Rod Martin, but that's really the only argument I have is his 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's his claim to fame.
Uh-huh.
At least he tried.
You know, Al scored 4 touchdowns in, you know, for the city
Polkai.
championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polkai rocks, dude. I know where to get a Polkai T-shirt.
That was the greatest,
I know
greatest show of all time.
Al selling
Married
his
with
jersey.
Children. This is the greatest show of all time.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, Married with Children. By far, greatest show of all time.
Dude,
Without doubt.
hands down.
Hands down.
Bowie. Oh, he scored against Bowie High?
Howie Long. I gotta go with Howie too, Angry. I can't
I think the
There's
second
not an
one.
argument. There's not a fair argument to be made.
No?
No, hon, you don't hear. Yeah, you might hear ice, cause you hear. Oh, you hear ice, babe. Alicia.
Jesus.
Oh,
I didn't even realize what she was talking about. I was like, what the hell is she
this is what you hear. Oh. That's what.
for Rod Martin against Howie Long? Anybody?
Nobody's that drunk.
Anybody? Nah, I can't either. It's gotta be.
Oh, yeah. Well, you right, baby. Your drinks is popping too. But what you heard was ice.
We've got number 5 seed, Marv Hubbard, up against number 4 seed,
Ariel.
Charles Woodson.
Ariel, that's a foul right there. Ice, baby. What the hell?
Now you had to say it. I'm going off the tracks again. I seen Vanilla Ice before anybody knew who he was. It was hilarious. He opened up for MC Hammer. Ice Ice Baby
Dude,
hadn't even hit the freaking radio yet.
I saw that
It was
concert.
hilarious. We were watching like, who the fuck is that guy? He was up there humping a couch on stage with some wild ass goofy hair in some crazy fucking jumpsuit, and nobody had ever heard that song before. And we were all just like, the fuck is this? And then, like, literally 2 weeks later, it was everywhere. And we were like, oh my God, that's that fucking guy. And
Hey, was Heavy D on that concert tour too?
no, it was just him and Hammer. The Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him tour. Come on.
fuck.
I know you were there.
See, you know what? By the time that tour hit the West Coast, they had to add some shit to it because they know we wasn't gonna go see his ass.
Yeah, that's probably
And then like Vanilla Ice came out. That's when everybody went out to the fucking walkway and took a smoke break.
probably true.
Cause he was out there. We looked. I mean,
Well, let's hold on. That we're getting way off
we
topic
watched
here.
him for a hot second, and I'm like, man,
We're all over the place today. We're off the road. Marv Hubbard, number 5 against 4 seed Charles Woodson. The girls they love me. He's the way love a Heavy D.
damn right. If you like your loving by the pound, I'm your man. Y'all know how to contact the page.
No, you just didn't.
If you want your loving by the pound,
Easy
I'll
now.
make you go cut every skinny motherfucker you ever looked at.
Y'all got started drinking early today, didn't you?
Oh my God.
Oh no,
Andrea.
this is look, darling.
We are way Wednesdays get out of hand here because we come in without a script and just it gets crazy in here on Wednesdays.
You need to go on the
Marv
page.
Hubbard against Charles Woodson, Angria.
Angria,
Take a side, and I will take the opposites.
Angry,
Okay, well,
you
you're
need
gonna
to
have
see
to
what we
argue
did
for
Saturday.
Marv Hubbard, 'cause he got the short end of the stick on this one.
Yeah, it's good.
Charles Woodson.
Oh, damn it!
Players of all time.
That's the best argument she could give for Marv Hubbard.
Yeah.
He got the short end of the stick.
He's going up against still the only defensive Heisman Trophy winner. I know that's not Raiders, but he carried that through onto the field. One of the greatest players I've ever seen on a field. Period.
I agree. Marv, in his day, was a great Raider running back, but
It ain't 500 pounds, George. That's only if, I'm not going to say that because we have a female host with us. However, it ain't 500. You might think it is, but
I can't
it's
argue.
not.
I can't argue for Marv against Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson was. I mean, Marv Hubbard was a great Raider in a great era, but it's Charles Woodson. But now Angria,
What would I say to Jerry?
greatest
Jones if I
Raider
saw
of all
him?
time, he left the Raiders, went to the Packers, got a Super Bowl, and then came. Does that sway you at all?
Not
No, not
one
at all.
bit.
You know why? Because he left during a dark time. He went to a contender. I can't be mad at a man for that. But he came back to finish his career as a Raider.
I mean, they kind of gave up on him, really. Honestly, that's kind of what happened. Is they kind of put him out to pasture. Thought he was done.
Yeah.
He went and obviously proved he wasn't, and then came back. And he switched to safety. He did whatever he had to do to be on the damn field.
Yeah, he left and won a Super Bowl with a broken collarbone. I mean,
Yeah,
He left.
how much more do you want from a man?
not much.
He left to get a ring. He came. His heart never left Oakland.
No, he hated it in Green Bay when he got there. I mean, he was not happy about it. He did not want to go. He was disgruntled when he got there. It wasn't. It's not like I went to Green Bay because I wanted to. He got stuck in Green Bay, and then he, accepted it and made the best of it. Obviously,
Nandy Asamoah's ass left for money.
yeah, and he went to shit, man.
Yeah, he got his money and that motherfucker fell off a cliff.
He did too. God, that was amazing. He did. He just disappeared. Was literally like the best cornerback in the league possibly, and then nothing.
He went from the best cornerback in the league to shit.
Yeah.
In a matter of months.
Yeah, it was like overnight. It was crazy.
He started getting beat like his
Now-
ass had Ludwig on his chair.
Here's an interesting one, Angria. This is a good one. Daryl, the Mad Bomber LaMonica, the 6th seed against the Assassin, the 3 seed, Jack Tatum.
There's no question here. Jack Tatum.
Thank you!
I agree.
He was great, but Jack Tatum was a monster. He was an animal unlike we've seen since and unlike they had seen before.
The Soul Patrol.
He lived and breathed silver and black.
The Soul Patrol. The man, the assassin. That's all you need to say. If you've got a nickname that's so goddamn badass that when they say it, They know who you're talking about. You don't even have to say his name. That's how badass that man is.
And
The
he's so
assassin.
I need that patch. You can send me a late birthday present, but I need that patch.
You know how this, Angria, I had to work. This took me a long time to get this patch. I got this from Dr. Death's son, Alonzo Thomas. He hooked me up with this. Also, he hooked me up with the commemorative Skip Thomas patch as well, which I got the Skip Thomas patch, Dr. Death's patch as well. That's going on my commish jersey for this upcoming season.
look.
The most amazing thing about the Soul Patrol was it wasn't just one guy who had that nickname that put the fear of God in you. It was all four of them.
Yeah.
That was the greatest secondary of all time, in my opinion.
And that was the thing.
I agree. Greatest defensive,
The greatest
D-back force.
backfield.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, and the thing that sucks is what? All four of them aren't in the Hall of Fame.
No, they're not. It's freaking retarded.
I mean, second only to them, I think, was the Steeler backfield from the Steeler secondary from the same era. But fuck them. Even they.
Nah.
Even
I
then.
agree. Nah.
I mean, well, you have.
I'll give them their linebackers and shit. I'll give them that.
Well, their safeties. Their corners sucked, but their safeties were what? Blunt and Donnie Shell.
Yeah, but still, it's fucking.
And we only like them because Donnie Shell could hit.
All right, here's our last one, Angria.
Cap is good because they got safeties, but they don't have the cornerbacks. They did not have the full force of these four monsters coming bearing down on you.
No, these guys came to hurt people. They came
Yeah.
to knock you the fuck out the game. Their game plan was to come in and knock you unconscious, leave the game to not come back in. That was their goal.
And
They
our
played-
whole defense was.
Yeah, they were nasty.
Our whole defense was just.
You want a good
structured
read?
To turn
I
people
have
into
the
middle.
original copy of the They Call Me Assassin, the autobiography of Jack Tatum. If you want a good read, go read that. Jack helped write it, and it's a freaking awesome read, man. If you are a Raider fan, go check that out. Get the freaking whatever. I don't know.
Wade,
Get it on your
we
fucking Kindle. How the hell do you read
dominated-
books anymore? Do people even read books anymore?
Wade, we
Look.
dominated Pittsburgh. The only games we lost to them were in the playoffs. It's like we kicked their ass. When you go back in the 70s and look over our record against Pittsburgh, we beat the shit out of them.
They just won the ones that
They
counted.
won the
unfortunately.
biggest game.
All right. We're going to make it through these two brackets here.
Yes.
In our regular time slot. by God.
Because
we only got one left. There we go, Angry. This is a good one, too. We've got number 7 seed, Michael Haynes, against my personal favorite Raider of all time, the 2 seed, Mr. 81, Tim Brown. I think you know who I'm voting for.
Up in here.
So I'll let you take Michael Haynes. I'm taking Tim Brown this time.
Oh, come on. Not fair. Okay, Mike Haynes was 50% of one of the greatest cornerback duos of all time. Haynes and Hayes was.
yes.
You think a secondary is bad? Those two were ridiculous. Watching them on a field was crazy. It's like a ballet of violence. I don't know. But I can't argue against Tim Brown. He spent his entire career in Oakland trying to kill people, trying to get his numbers up, and he went through 19 quarterbacks to do it.
And
He
still
only
had
one
the
good
greatest
one.
numbers. Still had those
He only
numbers.
had Hall of Fame numbers.
Except that last year he spent up the road.
Don't remind me. Seeing Tim Brown in red was
It was disgusting.
it was painful, man. I hated it. When I seen it, I was
Don't remind me, JD.
I'm sure my wife remembers that day. I think I lost my goddamn mind when I heard that. I was like, "What? No!"
It's kind of like hearing
But-
Seabass is going to be wearing that.
Yeah, a bitch pigeon. He's gonna be a bitch pigeon. That's unfortunate. I can't argue against Tim
That's
Brown.
Seahawk.
Tim Brown's the man. He's the greatest Raider receiver of all time. Period. I don't care.
Yep.
Better than Freddie B. Better than all of them. He's the greatest. You give that man freaking Jim Plunkett. You give him Kenny Stabler. You give him Derek Carr.
Uh-oh.
You know, give him Rich Gannon for his whole career.
Tito's calling him a traitor.
That dude would have murdered the stats. Murdered them. He would have owned all the receiving stats. He almost was number one anyway.
The only argument I could make for Mike Haynes is that he left the Patriots and came to the Raiders.
Yeah, but he didn't have a choice in that because he was drafted into that.
No, and you know what? I know Tim Brown went to the Bucks, but the Raiders had kind of were putting him out anyway, and he only went to the Bucks because there was a lot of familiar faces there. And I know that's why he went. And so he thought he still had some in the tank. He didn't have enough. I wish he would have retired.
There's
he
a
did
very
come back
good question.
and retired as a Raider.
Give him Jamarcus Russell.
Nobody wants Jamarcus Russell.
KFC did.
Luckily, Tim Brown didn't have Jamarcus Russell.
No.
He probably would have made him look good, though.
There's
Yeah.
another one. Give him Marinovich.
Yeah, Marcus, he still would have done it. He still would have done fine. Hell, was he around in the Marinovich days? That was a little before his time. When did Timmy come in? Timmy came in
He might have been around for that
80s.
shit. Marinovich was there.
What it was very close.
No, Marinovich was there.
Oh my God. I hate when I'm questioning myself because I hate saying something when I'm wrong.
Marinovich was there.
He might have been. It's Tim Brown. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, we already know that. It's just fun to sit here and bullshit around.
Yes. Well, that's it. Here's what we got. In the West, Angry, we've broken it down. We've got left the number 1 seed, Howie Long, against the number 4 seed.
Yat Neal got him in at the buzzer.
Oh, damn. Damn you. Now we got to deal with them all fucking night. Damn you, Hot Neil. So we got the number 1 seed, Howie Long, against the 4 seed, Charles Woodson. The 3 seed, Jack Tatum, against the 2 seed, Tim Brown.
I feel sorry for anybody going up against that team.
Oh my God, that's going to be a tough argument. Do you want to come back and argue the other half of the brackets next week, Angria?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was hoping we'd get to the South because I have a conundrum in that one.
I know you do. That's why I wanted to ask you on for the next, because we may have Captain back in as well in the studio with us next Wednesday, so maybe we'll have a fun one.
Steve was scared. JR's co-worker.
That's scary.
Don't be scared! Steve!
Oh, my God. If you guys could see my face right now, it's Wednesday.
I'm Steve.
Hey, listen. This is what happens when the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Shit gets crazy, man. This is what happens. Dark forces, and we've entrusted you all. We told you not to say his name 3 times.
The juice is loose! The juice is loose!
Look what you've done. Angria, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, we were a little insane tonight. I apologize, but we will try to keep it a little more under control next week. This is the night that we really let it down a little bit, though. So yeah.
Well, it's never boring.
it's definitely never that.
Oh, yeah, and I know you and I talked about this off air, but I got to mention I'm a little disappointed that Art Powell didn't make the
You are.
bracket.
Yes, there are a couple that didn't make it. We went back and forth. It wasn't easy to put this together and try and seed all these guys.
Well,
Trust
I
me.
can imagine that.
It was not easy because you get halfway through it and you're like, oh, damn, how can that guy be a 12 seed? Shit, now you got to redo the whole bracket.
Where's all the rat women at? Where the rats at?
So, but Angria, thank you for joining us. We will have you back on next week, and we will get into more of the GOAT bracket. Thank you for joining us. Anything you'd like to say to Raider Nation before you check out?
I would just like to say, Raider Nation for life, thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you having me on as well.
And we appreciate you coming on with us. You are a wealth of Raider knowledge, and
Thank
we
you,
love
Angria.
having you on, and we'll have her on again next week. Thank you, Angria. We will have you back on again next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed having her on, as we always do. As we always do every chance we get. That's the second time we've had.
Yes.
Third time I've had her on. I had her on
Second
once.
time we've been on, and see this time.
And we're going to have her back on again. And a little secret. We're talking about maybe bringing her on the team. So might be seeing a little more of her. So, because she is a wealth of Raiders knowledge, and hey, there's nothing more awesome than a woman that can talk some silver and black and knows her shit. I love it. I love having her on, and thank you for joining us. We broke it down. We're into now. What do we got? We're working down to the Sweet 16 here.
Yeah, because
we're in the final 8 in the North and the West. And we're about to work into the final Sweet 16. We'll get to the Sweet 16 next Wednesday, as we'll get to the other side, the East and the South. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow night... I'm dancing! Tomorrow night, it's the Raider Nation Ricochet. Captain will be in studio. Prime! It's a Prime sighting in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Prime sighting. Prime don't know about Steve Juice. He been gone for a while. Prime ain't been around since the Eagles won the Super Bowl and came off the kiddie table and seen all the crazy shit that's been happening. Prime's been out of the loop. So we'll get him back in here one of these damn days. He can't hide forever. He can't hide forever. We will get him back. Once he's out, they pull him back in.
And we realize that we've gone a little bit over, but y'all ain't got nothing better to watch no motherfucking way. You know what? I'm going to say it just like the way I motherfucking feel it. If you got something better to watch, watch it. But we know you don't. That's why you're still here.
You know what?
Yeah.
I wasn't put on this fucking planet to be anybody's friend. I wasn't put on this planet to win a motherfucking popularity contest.
Motherfucking popularity
contest. I don't
contest.
give a fuck. Period. My give a fuck is not broken. It works just fine. My give a fuck is in hyperdrive. I don't care what anybody else is doing. Do your thing. Be you. Do you. I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to be right here doing what I do every motherfucking night, because that's just what I do. So,
and that's what we do, because you know what? The one thing we gonna do is be us, do us. Y'all want motherfucking
everybody
sympathy.
be you, do you. Don't worry about us.
This is
because we're not worried about you.
This is Raider 100%. Y'all want to be worried about, you know, family values and all that other bullshit. What, brother? Ooh.
That
we're doing it live.
May have just been a little savage.
Ooh, yeah.
May have been a little savage. But that's all right. That's how we like it on a Raider Nation Invasion Wednesday.
And see, and this is my thing, you know, if you want to be a pimp for causes and all that other bullshit, buy some time on late night TV. We here doing our thing.
You do your thing.
Raider Reaction is about the Oakland motherfucking Raiders and those of us that love them. You got private pages for all that other bullshit.
We keep it real.
We love y'all.
All we'll do.
Y'all need us. Y'all know how to contact us. But this page, this webcast, what we do is about providing y'all knowledge, information, and love of the Oakland motherfucking Raiders.
And a little bit of entertainment, hopefully, to close.
And we hope y'all entertain you. We hope we entertain y'all at the same time.
That's really it. We're here having fun. Know? We love hanging out with you. And
because y'all are people. We love y'all.
Listen.
We try to make y'all laugh, have a good time.
That's it, man. And I separate myself from fucking bullshit. That's it. Bottom line. I got a zero fucking bullshit tolerance. Period. So, I'm sorry. So if other people get a little butthurt about shit and you think you're more important and your level of importance is somewhere beyond where it actually is, because listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm not here at all. I'll sit right here and talk motherfucking Oakland Raiders every fucking night if that motherfucking screen says 0. You know why? Because I love it. I bleed silver and black. My heart is black. It pumps black and silver blood through every vein coursing through my motherfucking body. This ain't a game. This ain't an act. I'm not putting it on just because it's fun. I don't come on here and talk with fire. I don't just spit it because it might give a fucking like and somebody will throw a thumb up. I don't give a fuck. This ain't a popularity contest. I'm on here because I'm 100% motherfucking real. I'm fucking Raider Nation 100%.
And I'm looking you
I
motherfuckers
am a
dead
Raiders fan.
in the eye when I say this.
Deep behind
My
the enemy
yelling,
line.
when I raise my voice, it's because one of you motherfuckers done something that made me get a little emotional. I'm not yelling because I'm trying to be somebody or act like somebody or motherfucking because I'm trying to imitate some motherfucker on TV. I'm Big Motherfucking L. That's the motherfucking commish.
Recognize.
We do what the
We
fuck
out.
we do. Fuck
Peace.
everything else.
Love.
Love.
Raider
Raider
Nation.
motherfucking nation, bitches!